Oh, timer. Hey, happy Monday. And to all of you guys who are going to have the day off, blessings to you. So what I need to do is I need you guys. I always need you guys. But I need to time this. Tell me that's not the most ridiculous thing ever, right? So stopwatch, timer, what do I want? Maybe I want the stopwatch. I don't even know. So I'm all set up. You guys are going to be here with me. So we're doing this together. So I have the recipe that we're going to be doing with our Healthy After School Cooking Club. And it is cookies. Believe it or not, after reviewing this, I would totally give this to my kid for breakfast. Like if my kid asked for cookies after we made this, I'm on it. So if you want this recipe after I'm done doing it, it's from our Healthy Kids Cookbook that I have a certification in that program with. I'm super excited to share it with you. So just let me know. So here is what we're doing. And I am all ready. So I am going to start the timer because I'm not going to start it yet. Because I can't stop talking. So the reason I'm doing the timer is we only have 1 hour and 15 minutes together with these kids. So that is why I am doing the timer. Now I figured out after looking at the recipe that cooking these sweet potatoes for 45 minutes in the oven was not a good source of our time. Not a good use of our time. So I did the sweet potatoes last night. I baked them in the oven. I could have boiled them. I could have steamed them, but I was already food prepping. So I did the 3 medium-sized, let me make sure, 3 small sweet potatoes that are going to be peeled. So here's another most amazing, and I'm not going to start the timer yet because I want to let you know, for me, everything has to be quick and easy. Food prep, I'm off today because there's no school. But food prepping for me, I want it done quick. I want my recipes all to come in here. I create most of them. And I want to go to the oven or the air fryer. I don't want anything laborious because let's remember, I work full time. I run my union. I'm now doing after school. I'm on the Democratic Town Committee. I do trainings in my district. I'm gone a lot. So I typically have 1 day to rock my food prep. Now we're going to start. So I'm going to set the timer. Okay, so we know we have how much time. It's starting. I'm going to put the sweet potatoes in here. Probably shouldn't do it that way. Lessons learned, right? I hope you guys are taking track. 3 small sweet potatoes, or the equivalent of 1.5 cups of, I won't do that at the group. Okay. And then 1/2 cup of gluten-free flour. Then 1/4 cup of coconut sugar. I do not have coconut sugar. I am going to be using monk fruit, which is a non-caloric plant-based sugar. So that's 1/4 cup of monk fruit. So I'm changing it a little bit. 1/4 cup of all natural peanut butter. God willing. Guys, I love peanut butter like my dog. Okay, so I could eat peanut butter. I'm just going to put a little extra. Y'all didn't see that, right? It's all natural peanut butter. It smells like heaven. I'm just going to not lick that spoon. Shit, that was good. Okay. Ooh! My taste buds are all fancy. 1.5 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice. Y'all don't know the restraint I'm having with that peanut butter to go back in that jar, but I'm gonna lean on God for this one. And I was reading this morning. It was so amazing. All right, vanilla extract. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Pure vanilla. It's pure. 1/2 teaspoon of xanthan gum. Xanthan gum is like a thickener, and that's what people who are gluten-free and vegans use more so of. Baking powder. I didn't see that. Dang it. Baking powder. Where are you? Baking powder. Didn't have to go far. Okay, baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon. That's 1/2. And then a dash of Himalayan pink sea salt. Holy cow, that was it. All right, I could do this. Let's do it. And then you swirl it around, and they cook for 14 to 16 minutes. But I didn't chop up all the, okay, there it goes. So then, you get a baking sheet. Oh, sweet Jesus, this looks good. All right. All right, then you get your baking sheet, you spray it. I already did that for sake of time. I'm gonna move this back. Then it's, oh wait. Let's get the clean spoon. Is that, okay. Trying to make sure it wasn't chunky. And then 2 large baking sheets with parchment paper. 7 minutes, okay. So let's get the other piece of parchment paper because I didn't do 2. So I screwed up already. All right, let me spray this. All right, so now it says, I'm gonna take this off. Guys, I would feed this to my kids for breakfast, but I don't have kids. And best part is, I could reuse this spoon I licked because y'all ain't having it. It's just me and Jerry. So, it says to use 2 sheets. And listen, these are cookies. So the baking part is pretty much all done, and we're not even at 5 minutes. I mean, not the baking, the making of the recipe. Yes, I had the ingredients ready, and I will have the ingredients ready for the club too. So I'm not going to have to stress out about timing. I think we're going to be good if it cooks in 14 minutes. The kids can make this recipe. Guys, and who doesn't want cookies? Like, all of our kids want cookies, but they don't know won't hurt them, right? I'm so excited. Now, Jerry is a kid. He does not like sweet potatoes, okay? So if I could get Jerry to eat this recipe, we're going to be good. So let me, oh, you know what? Let me spray this. So it tells you, let's see if we can do this. It tells you to put your little fork in there. Oh, stop it. All right, so clearly you got to keep doing a little spray. Stop. All right, so I'm not the neatest of bakers, because y'all know this is how I roll. Oh no, it's stuck. Y'all are the guinea pigs. Well, I don't want to keep spraying that. Let's get some water. Okay, maybe water will help. I'm not going to do that double cross because, well, let's face it. I already have enough issues. Oh, stop it, guys. Look. Okay. So let's pretend this is done because we're going to have 2 of us. So that's 7 minutes. 7 minutes. Look at them. I'm going to show you when they're done. Ooh, look how fancy. So that's one tray. Let's get the other tray out. And I'm going to just drop that on here. I'm putting it on top of my silicone mat. And the reason I'm doing that is because even though my silicone mat is clean, my silicone mat also has the flavor of vegetables. Jerry is not a big fan of vegetables. So I'm not going to subject him to eating vegetables on the cookie. So that's why I put the parchment over the silicone. I'm not exactly sure how many this is supposed to make. Oh, it serves 12, 2 cookies each. So it's going to make 24 cookies. And hopefully it did that. Because I'm trying to make them whatever normal looks like, right? So if anybody wants the recipe, just tell me in the messages below and I will happily send out your recipe. Because it is, I feel like it's going to be divine. Right? I feel like it's going to be a divine recipe. And us adults, I mean, why not? Have a cup of coffee. You know, take yourself out of your trigger place. This is something I'm working on. Are you freaking kidding me? That's amazing. Okay. So what I was going to tell you, screw it, I'll just do it. What I was going to tell you is, I'm working on this myself. When I see certain people in my life, I wanna eat. When I see certain people in my life, I want to drink. When I see certain people in my life, I want to retreat and hide. So there's always a trigger in your life. And you have to be able to recognize that trigger. So when you're around somebody who wants to eat all the time, and you don't want to because you're on your own goal, right? Remove yourself from that situation. That's all I'm getting at. But these aren't anything but healthy. So I'm going to create another recipe, but I'm not going to daunt you with it. But it's going to have dates, figs, oats, maybe some peanut butter. Who knows? But happy baking, happy cookies. And if you all want the recipe for the cookies, make sure you put it below. Just say, I want the recipe. It's in the kids' cookbook, but it doesn't have to be for kids, guys, because guess what? We are all kids. And my life, I'm going to live like a kid. I'm going to eat me some cookies, girl.